Beware of sheikhs bearing gifts. That's the feeling at City Hall, where Norfolk Vice Mayor Mason Andrews says it was informally decided not to take money from strangers, even if it is His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed al-Fassi who came to town today. They remember the flap in Virginia Beach a few weeks ago that was generated by the unsolicited gift of $30,000. The Sheikh's purpose in Norfolk was to present another money gift to Eastern Virginia Medical School, this time an institution he admires for its work with infertile couples. He took a brief tour, was shown around. The Sheikh doesn't talk much. Through a spokesman, he gave the school a check for $20,000. Then he surprised everyone, not least of whom was the vice mayor, by presenting the city with a check, this one for $10,000. Then he left, the way he came. Leading a police-escorted motorcade, his aides say he paid for himself. Behind him, there still remained the matter of the check to the city. The Sheikh is from Saudi Arabia, and in the Middle East, as elsewhere around the world, it is considered a sign of disrespect not to accept a gift once it is given. It is for that reason that Dr. Mason Andrews, Norfolk's vice mayor, accepted the $10,000 check made out to the city, even though the city didn't ask for it and didn't make a big deal about it. What he said afterwards, though, to the Daily News was that he had every intention of, on behalf of the city, returning the check quietly, diplomatically, as so not to offend His Excellency. In Norfolk, Howard Jaffe, the Daily News.
Now, if I may, Vice Mayor, I'd like the city's youth, and again, appreciation for the kindness extended by the city of Norfolk.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a short press conference. He warmly receives this invitation, that he accepts this invitation, that he anticipates being back in this area in Norfolk at the end of next week sometime, and he's going to have...
It's hard not to like a guy who visits only once in a while and leaves in his wake a trail of charitable contributions. So it is with Sheikh Mohammed al-Fassi, 28-year-old Saudi royalty, who this summer seeded Virginia Beach with $30,000 for recreation, his and the city's, and who yesterday gifted the Eastern Virginia Medical School with $20 grand. He gave also $10,000 to the city of Norfolk for its youth programs. The gift was unexpected, unencouraged, and certain to spur debate in City Hall. An informal canvassing of council members today leaves up in the air the future of the city's check. We couldn't track down Councilman Robert Summers, but as for the others, well, Joe Leaf told us that he would not take it, mindful of the fact that public perception is very important and it just might not look right. Councilman Mason Andrews, who was unfortunate enough to be there to accept the gift, said he intends to return it. Betty Howell would do the same, thank you very much. Claude Staler gives the Sheikh the benefit of the doubt. If the man's sincere, he says, and he has the money to throw around, well, Staler sees nothing wrong with his philanthropy. Nor does Reverend Joseph Green, the vice mayor, who acknowledges certainly we have many needs for the money in the city. And as for Mayor Vincent Thomas, well, he wouldn't say. Of course, nothing can be settled ultimately over the telephone. No single council person is in a position either to accept or to reject a gift made to the city. The whole council has to do it together. We are told in some uncertain terms by Mayor Vincent Thomas that this will come up for some sort of discussion, perhaps a vote, at the next regular council session, and that's on next Tuesday in Norfolk. Howard Jaffe, the Daily News.
Sheikh Mohammed al-Fassi left Virginia Beach this afternoon, headed for Miami, where a local judge has ordered him not to spend any more funds. That order because a $20,000 check he wrote to his attorney has allegedly bounced. Al-Fassi has gained attention here for the checks he's written to the city of Norfolk, the city of Virginia Beach, and the King's Daughters Hospital. He is also involved with his brother, Sheikh Tariq al-Fassi, and ex-heavyweight fighter Muhammad Ali in the Pavilion Towers project. Al-Fassi learned of the judge's order today and told the Daily News he has done nothing wrong. He says he will explain it all to the court.
Well, I'm going to tell everything to the court. I don't tell the story of my side yet, but I'm going to go to the truth anyway. He does not. He think maybe I'm going away from Miami. I'm just here because this embarrassing situation when I am away from Miami, but I'm going there to put the truth.
Al-Fassi has been through similar financial battles. Earlier in Hollywood, Florida, the Diplomat Hotel sued the Sheikh, saying that he owed it $1.4 million in back bills. That suit was dropped when he paid the bill. Al-Fassi is scheduled to return to Virginia Beach next week when he will tour the Norfolk Naval Base, and he says look into some new business deals. In Virginia Beach, Ed Hazelwood, the Daily News.